Welcome to Mishna study Masechet Bikkurim Perek Gimel Mishnah Gimel. Over here in this Mishnah, we're continuing with their travels up to Jerusalem. We'll be at the road. This is the road to Jerusalem. What fruits would they bring with them? What would happen on the way? Hakirovim, the people that were closer, right? Closer to Jerusalem, so they could bring fresher fruits. Mevi'im te'anim va'anavim, they could bring fresh figs. They could bring grapes with them. The people that were further away, again, they come from Shivat Aminim. So what are they bringing? They'll bring dried figs. They'll bring, raisins, right? Dried grapes. So that's the idea that it depends where you live. You could bring fresher fruits, or if you're living further away, your fruits would be dried out. The ox would walk in front of them, right, with the fruits. Its horns would be plated in gold. Around the head of the ox, they will put this crown made from an olive branch, right? Also resembling, right? It's coming from the Shivat Aminim, the olives, right? So they take an olive branch, which is really the prettiest of all the branches of Shivat Aminim, and they would make a crown for this for the ox that's carrying these fruits up to Jerusalem. Then the flute would be playing in front of them as they're walking to Jerusalem until they reach the outskirts of Yerushalayim. Once they reach the outskirts of Yerushalayim, they would send forth in front of them, and they would go ahead and they would make their bikurim beautiful. Right, so now they reach the outskirts of Jerusalem. They would take, if they had fresh fruits, right? They would take the fresher fruits. They would put the grapes on the top, the figs on the top, that really make it look beautiful. Or if they had dried fruits, sometimes they'll place a few fresh figs on top of the dried figs, a few grapes on top of the raisins on the bottom, to really make it like a nice presentation. Right, the pachot would be the important. The leaders of Am Yisrael, and then you have the Skanim, right? These are the leaders of the Kohanim, right? That's why Rambam explains it. And the treasurers, the Gizbarim would be the treasurers of the Beit HaMikdash. They would all come out to greet them. Right? Based on the kavod of who is coming, that's who would go out and greet them. So Lady Yerushalmi explains this depends on the crowd, the quantity, the amount of people coming. If there were a lot of people, right, so they'd have a lot of people come greet them. If there were a few people, then a few would go out. Right, the artisans, the people that were working in Yerushalayim, they would stop, they would stand in front of them. When the people of Bikurim were coming, they would stand up in front of them. Now we know if a person's working, right, we say if a person's working, right? A person, an employee, is not supposed to stand in front of a Talmid Hacham if a Talmid Hacham is passing by. He's not supposed to stand for the Talmid Hacham, right, when they are working. But over here, right, it's even a greater cause. Right? Why? Because there's so many people coming, bringing these bikurim to Yerushalayim, that even over here, usually you don't stand for a rabbi, but over here, for the people that are bringing the bikurim, because kavod tzibur, you're going to stand up for them. So the people of Yerushalayim, the employees, the people working in Yerushalayim, would stand up for the people bringing the bikurim, v'sho'alim b'shlomam, they would greet them. And how are you? Right? People from so-and-so place, you've come in peace. We're so happy to greet you over here in Yerushalayim.